Welcome to the fifth pillar, the innovation pillar. Here I want to explain how you can actually drive innovation in your company in a very simple way. So what I'm going to explain is called Google Sprint. So if you don't know, Google Sprint is one of the tools that go under design thinking. So what I would like you to start thinking is that after you're organizing your entire company through OKRs and the quarterly cadence, you want to find a way to validate ideas in a very fast way, and you want to find the ways to actually put them into the production in a very fast way. And for that, we actually recommend and we help our customers to use Google Design Sprint. This is something that was created by the Google Ventures. Okay, and the process is very simple. So you basically test and validate your ideas in just one simple week. You start on Monday, where basically you map a problem of the customer, right? So you come together with a bunch of teams, or actually a team, but with a very cross-functional team, marketing, sales, business development, everyone in the team or the organization that you think that can bring value to this discussion, because different people have different thoughts. So it's always interesting to have different people involved. So bring those people into a room and book the 1 week innovation sprint, okay? And the first week or the first day on the week, it starts with the mapping part. So here you want to brainstorm the problems that the customers have, okay? It can be one problem, can be 10 customers' problems, you decide, right? But just you want to really have an area that you want to focus to tackle the problem, okay? The second day, it's Tuesday, and you start to sketch. You really sketch and go deep what is the problem and how actually you want to take care of the problem, and you start to brainstorm ideas and how we should be able to really understand, or actually how we should serve better the customer with this problem. So, and then on Wednesday, you start to decide in kind of what approach do you want to have. So the sketch is you brainstorm ideas, you decide different ways you want to approach and tackle this problem, and on the Wednesday you decide, okay? You take a dot voting, you do whatever you want to do with the proper tools, but the important part is you decide an approach that you want to test at the end of the week, okay? On Thursday, you actually prototype. You build a prototype, paper prototype. There are tools, software already ready for it that you can actually prototype your solution, okay? And the last day, the super interesting part, the super interesting cool part is the testing on bringing on real customers on Friday. So this is the magic, okay? So here we are not really trying to come up with a solution and we assume that it will work. No, on Friday, you actually bring real customers, your real users of your product, of your service, that you bring into the office and you ask them to test your prototype, and you get really real feedback of your real customers and real users. If you do that, and you can imagine the amount of value that you get, because imagine that you are going in to develop a product or a feature for several months, you put that on the market and your customers will tell that it sucks. They don't really want to use it, it's something that doesn't solve the problem. Here with just one simple week, you can go from identify problems to test the solution with the real customers. Okay, so now to summarize everything, what I've been talking during the last videos, I really want to understand how you can put everything into place and really get something and really be able to build a really cool company that is able to scale and is really able to drive and nourish in the digital era. So the first pillar was the OKR pillar, the strategy. Okay, this is basically you have the strategy of your company, the North Star that fits the OKRs. From the OKRs, you transform your company into a product organization, okay, with a portfolio of products. Then you figure out a way to identify the problems that this generates. You share knowledge with the community of practice, and you drive the innovation here. Okay? And then the really cool thing is, to close the gap, if you think that what you tested is really, really interesting and it's really useful for your customers, what you do is you create immediately, at the end of the week, OKRs to put these ideas into development. And then you close the cycle. And basically, you implement a really interesting, cool blueprint that allows you to really establish a cadence of 3 months where you connect the strategy, you really reduce constantly the time to market, you can identify your organizational impediments, you share the knowledge within your company, and you continuously drive the innovation. And this is the Organizational Mastery Blueprint. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to know more, just browse the book, and the book will have all the information that I explained here in a much more detailed level. If you want to know a little bit about your leadership style and if you will succeed as a digital leader in our digital era, just go to www.organizationalmastery.com/scorecard and take the scorecard. They will measure your leadership style in the entire blueprint that I presented before. Or, last but not least, if you want to know more about our academy, we are putting up and running a digital leadership accelerator academy where you can get all the skills to learn everything that you need in order to build a fantastic digital product organization in the digital era. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.